Rebecca Stephens, and today I will be talking to you about a subject that is very dear to my heart, domestic violence. An alarming fact that I feel compelled to share with you this afternoon is that 85% of women and 15% of men are victims of domestic violence by an intimate partner. According to the Department of Justice, every 9 seconds, someone is being victimized by domestic violence. To me, this is a very frightening fact. Let's take a moment and close our eyes and count backwards from 9. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. While we were counting, someone was being victimized by domestic violence. Domestic violence is also known as intimate partner violence, battery, relationship abuse, spousal abuse, and family violence. This behavior is not limited to married couples. It includes gay or lesbian couples, someone who is dating, and those who are separated. Domestic violence is a pattern of behavior used to control over another person through fear, intimidation, often leading to threats of physical violence. Domestic violence can be physical, sexual, emotional, economic, or psychological actions or psychological threats, which includes intimidating, humiliating, isolating, and it also can be behavior that terrorizes, threatens, blames, or injures someone. Domestic violence does not only affect the victim, it affects the family, friends, and the community. Our economy suffers great cost due to this. 37% of women who experienced domestic violence reported this abuse had an impact on their work performance in the form as lateness, missed work, keeping a job, and career promotions. According to IRIS, the Domestic Violence Center, it costs the American economy $8.3 billion a year, and the total health care costs of domestic violence are estimated to be in the hundreds of millions each year, much of which is paid by the employer. 1 in 3 women are victims of domestic violence, and 1 in 7 men are victims of domestic violence in his or her lifetime. I am the 1 in 3. I was in a domestic violence relationship for 3 years. I survived the physical abuse, but as for the emotional trauma, I'm still healing. As the statistics states, my situation did in fact cost the economy. On numerous occasions, I had to have police assistance, court hearings, ambulance services, doctor visits, emergency room visits. I felt alone and didn't know what to do to get out of this situation. Until one day, when an officer responded to a domestic violence call at my home and shared with me a way out. He told me to call, or better yet, go to the Women's Coalition for Domestic Violence. I did just that. The next day, while my partner was locked up, I went to their office, and until then, I myself, even as a victim, living in the abuse, didn't understand what was being done to me. The coalition provided me with information, resources, and helped me understand my rights I never knew I had. As a victim, I know how important it is to know the warning signs and how important it is to educate the community so they can see and help when they can. Warning signs can be as follows: name calling, put downs, keeping a partner from contacting his or her family, withholding money, stopping a partner from getting a job or keeping a job, actual or threatened physical harm, sexual stalking, and intimidation. Domestic violence signs can also include acting like the abuse is not a big deal or denies that it's even happening. He plays mind games as well as placing blame on the victim, destroys property or threatens to kill pets, intimidates with guns, knives, or other weapons. He shoves, slaps, chokes, hits, or forces sexual acts and threatens to commit suicide. I will leave you with this one last statistic. Please listen carefully. According to Huffington Post, the number of American women murdered by a current ex-male partner from 2001 to 2012 was 11,766. That is nearly twice the amount of troops that was killed in Afghanistan during the same time period. It is my hope that after this presentation, you will have a better insight to the statistics and the warning signs of domestic violence. I urge you to raise awareness about domestic violence. And if you see these signs in the community, reach out to help the victim. In doing so, you are saving a life and helping your community as well. I implore you to take part in educating about domestic violence. Learn the signs and change the statistics for this year. Thank you.